Hello students, now in this lecture we see next theorem, that is theorem 16. Statement of this theorem is, if sequence Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity and sequence Tn is n is equal to 1 to infinity are two sequences of real numbers, then limit of Sn as n tends to infinity, this is if limit is given as L and limit of Tn as n tends to infinity is given as M, then limit of Sn into Tn is equal to L into M, or L into M means limit of Sn into limit of Tn. So in this theorem we have to prove that limit of a product of two sequences Sn and Tn is equal to product of their limits L into M. So for this we have given limit of Sn is equal to L, limit of Tn is equal to M. Now in previous theorem 15, we have seen that if limit of Sn is L, then limit of Sn square is L square. So for this sequence Sn, we can say that if limit of Sn is equal to L, then limit of Sn square is equal to L square for some capital N1, small n is greater than or equal to capital N1. Similarly, for sequence Tn, there exists another integer value capital N2 belongs to capital I, such that limit of Tn is equal to M, and by previous theorem limit of Tn square is equal to M square for small n greater than or equal to capital N2. So now we have to use addition of limits and subtraction of limits, this property of addition and subtraction. So since here are two integers capital N1 and N2, we choose the maximum number between N1 and N2 and we call it as capital N. And now we can say that limit of Sn plus Tn as n tends to infinity is equal to capital L plus M, and by previous theorem here also we can say that square of this Sn plus Tn is equal to square of L plus M, and similarly this is for n greater than or equal to capital N. Similarly for subtraction, limit of Sn minus Tn as n tends to infinity is equal to limit of Sn minus limit of Tn, that is L minus M, and we can write limit for square, limit of Sn minus Tn bracket square is equal to L minus M bracket square. So now we have to show that limit of Sn into Tn. So for that we use these two values. So limit Sn plus Tn bracket square minus Sn minus Tn bracket square. We have taken this because if we calculate, then this is like a plus b bracket square minus a minus b bracket square, and if we solve these two, the squares gets cancelled and 2 times we get Sn into Tn. So this is equal to, Now limit of this two square subtraction, we can separate this limit for this subtraction, and we can write that this is equal to limit of Sn plus Tn bracket square first term minus limit of this second term Sn minus Tn bracket square. So we substitute values of these Sn plus Tn bracket square. Limit of this is L plus m bracket square, and limit of this Sn minus Tn bracket square is L minus m bracket square. So here limit of Sn plus Tn bracket square minus Sn minus Tn bracket square is equal to L plus m bracket square minus L minus m bracket square. Now if we calculate, then this will subtraction of these two squares a plus b bracket square and a minus b bracket square, it is equal to 2 times Sn this is 4 times Sn plus Tn bracket square is Sn square plus Tn square plus 2 times Sn into Tn, and minus here square Sn minus Tn bracket square is Sn square minus 2 times Sn into Tn plus Tn square. So this is minus 2 times Sn into Tn becomes plus 2 times, and here we must write that is 4 times. This is 4 times Sn into Tn, and here also L plus m bracket square minus L minus m bracket square, this is equal to 4 times L into m. So on both sides 4 get cancelled, or this limit, for limit we can take constant outside and then take limit Sn into Tn. So this is equal to 4 times L into m. Therefore 4 gets cancelled, and we get limit of Sn into Tn is equal to L into m. So limit of Sn into Tn is equal to L into m. That means we can separate this limit into on product. So limit of Sn into Tn is equal to limit of Sn into limit of Tn. Now similarly we can see the next theorem, that is theorem 17. So this theorem 17 is, if sequence Sn and Tn are two sequences, if sequence Sn n is equal to 1 to infinity and sequence Tn n is equal to 1 to infinity are two sequences of real numbers, and if limit of Sn as n tends to infinity is given as L and limit of Tn as n tends to infinity is given as m, then limit of Sn upon Tn as n tends to infinity, this is equal to L divided by m. or we can write it as limit of Sn as n tends to infinity divided by limit of Tn as n tends to infinity. So this is very simple. We can prove this theorem. Now limit of Sn divided by Tn as n tends to infinity. This is nothing but limit of Sn as n tends to infinity into this is Sn upon Tn means Sn into 1 upon Tn. So this is product of Sn and 1 upon Tn, and by above theorem we can separate this. So limit of Sn as n tends to infinity into limit of 1 upon Tn as n tends to infinity. Now this is equal to limit of Sn as n tends to infinity into 1 upon limit of Tn as n tends to infinity. So this is equal to, now limit of Sn is L and this is 1 upon limit of Tn is M. Therefore this is equal to L upon M. So here limit of Sn upon Tn as n tends to infinity is equal to L upon M. That means limit of Sn as n tends to infinity divided by limit of Tn as n tends to infinity. So we use here previous theorem of product of two limits, and we write this Sn upon Tn as Sn into 1 upon Tn, and we separate it limits on the product and substitute the limit of Sn as L and limit of Tn as M, and we get the result. So now we stop here. Here our this chapter or unit sequences and operations on sequences is completed. Next lecture we see the new topic. So we stop here.